Christmas and welcome to the Worldwide Reds. Tonight, we're breaking down Manchester United v Aston Villa, the fight, the frustration, and the improvements we're starting to see. We'll hit the January transfer market because it's Christmas. We've got a special show and tell with United memories from around the world. Grab a drink, enjoy the festivities, the vibes. This is Worldwide Reds, Christmas edition. How are we, boys? It's Christmas time. It's Christmas in a couple of days. How are we?
Good. Christmas holidays are underway.
Yes.
All good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh,
Except
good.
for Jordan, everyone's feeling Christmassy.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I look like I don't even support Christmas with this outfit, eh? It's terrible.
So you're going for a road plan, mate.
Just got back from dinner.
Dino's already called us out on being late.
Oh.
We're just testing out a few things. Big Mikey hasn't arrived. Santa must be running late to his house. So,
What do you call it? Fashionably late we are.
Fashionably
Like,
late.
we like making people wait.
Yeah, that's it. Especially you, Dino.
No,
We've got Dino in the chat. We've got Tom in. We've got Justin Galita. And tonight we're going to show off Justin Galita's cave. He's been doing it up. So I'm excited to show everyone that. He's worked hard on it. He's got one hell of a screen. So I can't wait to get an invite to his place to watch a game. It would be very good. So stay around for that. All right, boys, let's get into the festivities. We're going to sort of touch on the game, which I quite enjoyed the game, Yoni, even though we lost.
What? My God.
I can't believe it.
This moment. Hold it. It's got to freeze that.
Before we get started.
It's timestamp 2 minutes.
Here we go. Dino started. Not in that shirt, Jordan. The Grinch. So each one of us picked up Jordan on that shirt he was wearing tonight.
Oh, mate. If anyone looks like the Grinch, I said it before, it's Paul. The Green.
Definitely not. So, yeah, let's move into the game. For United. Look, take it away, Yoni. I always know you love talking football, a few stats and everything like that. So take us through your thoughts with the game.
I actually don't really have many stats. I thought the game was good, though. Like, generally speaking, we were the better team for the majority of the game. So it wasn't just a one-half thing. It wasn't first half, second half. We're actually the better team for most of the game, which I was happy with. Unfortunately, the 2 goals that we conceded were actually defensive errors, which just keeps on happening. But yeah, again, I still see us going the right way, which is good. Like, this isn't the same kind of loss that we would have copped 12 months ago, where we just get dominated. I will say my worry is that it feels like every game we're like, oh, we were this close but didn't. We were this close but didn't. And 1 game, 2 game, you're like, fair enough. But if it's every game, then that is actually a problem. It's not just like we were this close. There's actually like something in the core that's a problem. But yeah, I was happy, generally speaking.
Yeah, no, it was a good game, man. I enjoyed it. Look, I thought we were working well together. I thought we were moving the ball well together. I thought Aston Villa were poor, to be honest with you. I thought that I thought they would actually come at us a fair bit more, but they didn't. They sat back. It was probably, by the looks of things, a great plan for them. As usual, we broke down in the back a bit, but yeah, look, it comes down to chances at the end of the day, doesn't it? And we certainly didn't take them, which was disappointing. Which is probably, again, Sesko started for us, didn't he, this time again? So, and Jordan will say it again. He'll say it again about, Kobe played well. Kobe played well, seriously. Come on, man.
I did see a stat, though. One stat I just thought of is that both of Rodgers' goals together had an XG that was under 0.01 or something. So that's quite unlucky. Yeah.
To be fair, they were cracking finishes.
Oh, the first ones, yeah.
But defensively, you shouldn't get that room. But I thought Cunha got out a hat trick though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had that early shot in the first few minutes, didn't he?
Mate,
So,
that header, the header.
I think the last chance that he missed was something that could have changed the entire game's tempo. Like the header that he missed from Dogu's cross.
Yeah.
He should have nailed it.
Yeah, same as
You can say
Sesko
the
had
same
one.
thing though about
Yeah, but this
Sesko's
was one of the games where the
Yeah.
scoreline doesn't.
Sesko had a big chance where Bruno played a left foot ball in, and it just managed to get through to him. And
Yeah.
it was 1-on-1 with Martinez was very quick off his line, very quick, but just the composure, just even maybe dink it instead of trying to just place it and just get saved.
I don't know if he could dink it there because I feel like the
Yeah.
ball kind of came to him quite quick, and Martinez was almost there. Like I don't know if he
Yeah.
would have managed to dink it, but
I don't know either. It was quite a
I
fast
think
paced
he actually
swing, but
kept it maybe like on the floor because Martinez is bound to like do a bit of a jump as he comes out. And I think
yeah, you
Sesko
go
managed-
underneath him.
Yeah,
I thought he should have scored it either way. I just
Yeah.
think for when you're
Yeah.
paying 80 million for a striker or whatever it was, 70-something million. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, bury it.
what do you
or
thought?
if you're gonna hit him in the face. Like really, just make him like hurt, you know?
Yeah, I think for me, like something someone said to me years and years ago was sometimes you could like almost watch the game back, take the goals out, and ask someone who won the game. And I think if you did that with this one, you probably think that United had won it. They were superior in probably most areas, apart from defensive mistakes and not taking their chances. But as I think Adam, you said, it's the same story every week. It's like we're not taking our chances. A couple of mistakes. The two goals, Yoro got beaten. The guy cut inside and had the shot. And I think I sent, it was you, maybe you messaged during the game. He did the same thing happened in another game a couple of weeks ago where someone cut inside of Yoro and nailed one in the top corner. And hopefully, it's not been picked up that that's a weakness of his and people are going to attack that more and more and more. If that is the case, then they've obviously got to deal with it and get him a little bit more adept at dealing with those kind of issues. But in terms of the performance, I thought we played really well. I thought we played some great football. There was some great one-touch stuff, some great passing, spreading the ball across the field. You couldn't really fault the players at all, apart from just those defensive lapses and not taking chances.
Yeah, look, I mean, Dino's just asked me then. He's said, Adam, you are our keeper expert. Should Lamont do better? Asking for a friend. I don't think so. I said the first one was top bins nearly, and the second one he was inside the box, so the ball's moving at pace, and he's picked his spot. It was basically the same spot, really. Lamont can't do anything about those, that's for sure. I mean, he nearly got his hand to.
The second one.
Was it the second one? He nearly got his hands to it, but I mean,
The first one didn't move.
it's nearly point blank there. You got to, I don't know.
Tell you what,
I
though,
think
For the second one, way more than Joro for the second.
the second one, Delot's just had I watched that a couple of times because everyone kept talking about Delot, and I thought I'll have a look at that a few times. And Delot's just absolutely had a shocker there. But basically, both of them did the same thing. Euro and Delot on both goals did exactly the same thing, except Delot showed him the line and let him cut to the
cross.
Let him cross. Like, you at least slide in there. You don't just freaking stand up straight there.
But you know what, Adam? Euro and Dallo, yes, they did commit a mistake during that second goal. But have you seen Ugarte's positioning, particularly for that goal? He should have.
He doesn't
closed
come
down.
out. Yeah, he doesn't
Exactly.
come out. Yeah.
He was standing. He was like a statue in front of it. Like he was just observing what is going on. He should have closed down that ball. I know it is completely on Euro's side, but considering like you are a defensive midfielder, you should know the sense, a little bit of football sense that you should close down that particular gap, just to make sure that the striker is off balance before hitting that perfect spot. He should have done it better.
And you know that he's going to take the shot as well because it's more.
Exactly.
That's why he's coming inside too. The thing that I found interesting is Yuri Tillemans, who is not known for beating people when running with the ball, is the one that got around Diego Dalot. Like, think about that. A stocky, big, broaded central midfielder is the one that got the cross in. It's not like some tricky winger that done us on the wing. It was fucking appalling defending. But who's a fan of Martinez in the midfield?
Oh yeah. Can I say we've been saying it? No, not us, but like some fans
Yes.
have been saying it since the
Yes.
day we signed Martinez, because we had Daily Blind on the left when we signed Martinez. Everyone said maybe we'll actually play him as a 6, because at the time we didn't have the 6 even when we signed Martinez. And I just remember from day one we always said it, because I think for Ajax he played a couple of games there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Potentially.
yes. Initially, he played as a CDM.
Yeah.
Well, he came through
It's
that
nice to see,
system
and he has
as a
that
CDM.
left foot for the pass, which is what kind of like, when we were talking about having Adam Wharton, and Wharton has a really good pass on him, like as from the 6, as that deep playing, like playmaker. It's that kind of pass that Martinez also has.
Have you even observed Martinez's midfield game? Like he sort of give you a variety kind of a vibe in that sort of a role. Like, because I know for the fact Martinez would be a really good fit in the 3-man defense, but considering his stature, like he's not as tall as other CBs, but like playing in that central midfield position, I think he might come good. At least for the time being, where we do not have a midfielder, and we cannot rely on Ugarte. And now that the fact that Bruno is going out, I think Martinez and hopefully Mainu can do a little bit good in the midfield.
I know it's going to be probably not popular, but I can actually, I'd be keen to see Ugarte and Martinez together, like properly. And I'll tell you why. Ugarte's, his one strength is that actually, like, he can kind of like break an attack when you're slightly more advanced. So like when you're like in their half or whatever, he's quite good at breaking the attack there. And if that happens, and Martinez, who's quite defensive minded, can kind of like anticipate what's happening and this and that, and he's staying back as a 6, they could actually clean up quite well while attacking players do whatever they need to do. I'm not saying it's the right approach, but I'd actually just be curious to see how that works, because if we're playing with the 2 and they're both defensive players, but in different types of, like, they have a different kind of approach to defending.
Yeah,
I'd be curious to see how it works.
I just like him because he broke the play out quite well for when Villa tried to break, and then he just gets the ball. It's just a simple pass. Gets the ball, simple pass. But it's always forward. But it's a simple pass. He's not trying to dink a ball over the top or anything. He's just playing the ball into the 10s or out wide and keep the ball moving as soon as he wins it. I love that.
From memory, he had 91% pass completion.
That's what I mean. Like, I never even thought of him as a 6, if I'm going to be honest. I know he played through the youth system as well.
There's someone got a lion or a tiger in their room.
They've got the elephant in their room.
Yeah, no, somebody just shot up the road behind us. So apologies for that.
Oh, it's a motorbike. Shit.
You live at the zoo there, Paul, do you?
I think it was that Santa that was on the opening credits. He's just made it to Port Macquarie.
So I've got a couple of comments about Martinez here. I've got one from Tom here. Lisandro Martinez has thrown a selection headache this week, and am I the only one who started with him, Casemiro, against Newcastle?
I think we should.
Yeah,
I think we should. Bruno's out for about a month, apparently. Kobe, God knows what's going to happen with Kobe. Like, Lisandro and Casemiro's, especially against like a midfielder that like Newcastle has. Those three are going to run a lot.
Good.
We need people.
Yeah.
Well, I think Lisandro is now in front of Kobe in the pecking order for playing as a midfielder.
So which one of if they start with Lisandro and Casemiro, which one gets the yellow card first?
Oh, they'll both tackle the same player at the same time.
Going into that comment there, I've got Robbie Moriara. He said Martinez on Instagram. He goes, Martinez would be the Argentinian Roy Keane. He would smash people, tackle and pass.
Yeah.
So far out. But I enjoyed him. I tell you, like, actually, before I go into Martinez, I want to talk about Ugarte, mate. He was terrible from the first kick. He was absolutely horrific. He looked lost. He didn't know where to be. He didn't know whether to go in tackles. He was just all over the place. And I'm surprised he never got subbed early. And I was actually calling for Jack Fletcher to come on. What do you call it? Early in the game, I was. I watched him a lot. He's very good on the ball, and credit to him and Shea Lacey when I want to talk about them a bit later, but when they did come on, they played so well. They were both composed. Credit to Shea as well, taking a shot late in the game. But Ogurte, he was absolutely terrible. He was going nowhere. He was going sideways. He'd rush into tackles. There was just no thought process with him. And then he would just turn around every time a foul came along. Like he was begging for a yellow card the whole game. And then when he did get the yellow card, he's like, threw his hands up. He even took a dive a couple of times expecting the foul. It was just terrible, man. It was just
He also
terrible.
got caught out, didn't he? Like, I swear I'm sure it was this game where he got caught on the ball and then they had a counterattack that like almost scored a goal. But
Yeah, he was right in the centre circle, and he just kind of, there was a semi-challenge. He just collapsed, didn't get the card, and didn't get the foul, and then there was a chance created instantly straight from it. And he's done that in games probably 3 or 4 times where, he's been a little bit of pressure. He's gone down expecting the free kick and hasn't got it, and then the thing pings back, and it's something that. I know he's berated a lot. Harry Maguire's berated a lot. He used to do that in defence quite a lot. That he'd stand with his back to somebody, waiting for them to come. As soon as there was any contact, he'd fall over, and referees got wise to it, and they stopped giving him the foul. And I think Everton scored probably 5-6 years ago. I think Solskjaer was the boss. Then I think Everton scored one where he did exactly that, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous, and we think the manager should be, stringing them up for not fighting tooth and nail for the ball.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah, you would think Amarin would be having a go at him about that for sure if they're not fighting for the ball. I mean, when it comes to the press conference, he's all over that stuff. So, and that's one thing I do enjoy. He doesn't really call out the player, but he certainly lets the team know what he wants and what he expects and everything like that. So, going back to Martinez. The part that I did enjoy about him was, and I often talk about it on this podcast, I want my 6 coming to look for the ball. And he wanted to be on the ball consistently. And the first thing he always did was face forward, look forward, and wanted to play that pass in between the lines. And he would always get to both sides as well. Like that 8, he would wanted to play that little 1-2 with our right and left wing backs. And, mate, I thought he was unreal. I honestly, he was the 6 that I've been looking for and wanting to come into this team for the whole season. And definitely, like Tom said, he's the headache now. So he's come in. Do you play Casemiro and Martinez together? I don't know, but you know what I mean?
I think you have to. And that thing that you just mentioned in regards to him wanting the ball, getting it, passing it, that's literally like even when it was Erik ten Hag, like that was what he was doing as that left centre back. Like he would always be the one. And then think of all the times that Luke Shaw would make a run and he would pass the ball forward to Luke Shaw, or he would do it like to Rashford or whatever the case is. That's literally like his bread and butter and why we always miss him when he's not there, because we always knew that's what he brings.
Yeah, I think he also he picked up a few times. He picked the ball up in the centre circle, and rather than pass it forward, he ran forward, and he made up that 20, 30 yards to the edge of the box and got shots away. I think a couple of them pinged closely wide. Maybe one was on target, but he got shots away. Sometimes that's what you need. If you don't shoot, you don't score. And who knows? You get a deflection or anything like that can happen. And sometimes we've been shot shy, and it's great to see someone from midfield making those runs and getting those shots in.
Well, that's the thing I like. There was a stage where Aston Villa tried to break and Martinez broke the play up. Took 3 touches towards a goal and just hit it. It went wide, but it was like he won the ball, he drove with it, and then he went, fuck it, I'm having a hit. I love that.
Sure. I love that too. Have a go.
Yep. Don't score. Can't score unless you shoot.
I thought he was brilliant, Martinez, when he came on. I thought he stayed really composed. And you know what? He's probably the week before when he probably did cost United that goal, he probably wanted to make up for it as well. and it probably keeps him out of trouble a little bit if he's forward. And if you remember, like even a few games last season, mate, he assisted around that box a lot, and we did score a fair few goals. Like I think it was one of the cup finals, he assisted, and so he certainly knows what to do around the box. That's for sure, and he's certainly got a good eye. So I'm more than happy for him to come in and play that Bruno role, or Casemiro even play a little bit more forward, or I don't know what Amarin will do there, but I'm really believe that Casemiro and Martinez will start in that position. As much as I would like Jack Fletcher to come in and take that spot, but Martinez did really well. He was unreal. Yeah.
I think there's one other thing to say, Adam, from the game. Sorry, who was that? You go, whoever that was.
No,
Just
go ahead.
Okay, I'll go then. I'm going to say from the game, obviously Bruno went off at half time, and in a lot of ways, probably the most pleasing thing was that even though Bruno wasn't on the field in the second half, we still continued to be the better side, and we still created more chances. We still, kept our composure, and a lot's been in the press on what are United going to do without Bruno, and Bruno's this and Bruno's that. Without Bruno on the field, we've still, and Villa are formed team that won 9 on the trot. They're up towards the top of the table. We should have beaten them with a bit more composure in front of goal. So without him, we still were dictating the play and everything else. And so that's got to be a positive, and it's got to stay us in good stead for the next few games coming up over the Christmas period when Bruno is not going to be there.
Well, I think in that game, we've seen Dorgu put in the best cross of his career so far at Manchester United. That was on an absolute plate. And I don't think he could do that again if he tried. If I'm being completely honest. But we should have scored that, That's one of the 4 chances we probably missed that were goal-bound chances, really.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We have not been consistent up front. Like, I think
Sorry?
Yeah.
What was that? Nick?
No, I was saying we have not been consistent so far in
Yeah.
Yeah, in front line we have not been much consistent. And I think coming back to that question, if we can see Casemiro and Martinez playing that midfield too, we somewhat. I'm really, really happy to see Martinez coming in that position because we don't have Bruno there. But then I don't think so that we would lack a little bit of creativity that was seen from Bruno, because Martinez, he's a defensive midfielder. Like the entire thing, his mentality is like to defend. We would lose that slight bit of edge in crucial games, like probably against Newcastle or the few games coming up in Christmas period. That slight magic from Bruno that we can see, we would miss from that midfield too, because both of them are defensive midfielders. Like Casemiro can go up, but then Martinez would lack that sort of slight bit of magic.
You know what? With Martinez, in saying that, I think Martinez. Do you think Martinez would be a little bit more disciplined than Bruno? Because Cunha doesn't mind creating around that area as well. So we've got so many players out. I
don't think the system requires one of the pretty much the 2 8s, but I don't think it requires one of them to be creative. I think it's to have 2 runners in there or 2 people that can break up the play and keep the ball, because you're playing 2 10s.
I'm not sure because based on Bruno's interview that he had with Rio, he broke it down and he said Casemiro's role is to stay back and Bruno's is to be an 8 and actually move all the way up to the 10. And when he's at the 10, he has different responsibilities than when he does the 8 role.
Yeah.
He broke it down quite well. So I don't know, but I think against a Newcastle, we probably would want to be more defensive considering it's Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joe Linton. So
runners, big runners.
Yeah, and so we don't want to be caught out. This is actually where we might benefit because Bruno does get caught out because he does have that more attacking kind of approach. So it might actually benefit having those 2 defensive center mids.
You took the words right out of my mouth then, Yoni. I was about to say it'll probably benefit with Martinez in there because the first thing he's always thinking about is defending. So, it could benefit us a lot.
I can
Again-
also see him like if that happens and we defend well and we get the ball, I can see him also, both him and Casemiro releasing Cunha on the run or anything like that, like to kind of get the ball forward really quickly, like in a counter type of way. Like they both have that foot. So
Talk about Newcastle a little bit. Did either of you guys or any of you see Chelsea and Newcastle happen?
I saw like the.
Did you see Joel Pedro's goal, the second goal for Chelsea, where they knocked the ball quickly upfield and the two Newcastle centre backs got caught to spread.
Yeah, I
and
think I
he was
saw
able
that,
to dink it in behind and run around him. I like the idea of being able to do that quickly in transition to get at them.
Yeah,
because
and Cunha
they're
can do
centre
that.
backs. Yeah, that's exactly what my next thing was going to be. Cunha and Joel Pedro are very similar players.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Cunha was very good for us, man. Cunha was
Right.
good. He wants the ball a lot, which is very good. There's not too many players that want the ball as much as him. He's so confident to beat a player 1v1. And the other thing I did like about it too, he actually at a couple of stages there, he did rip into Dorgu a couple of times. Not delivering a decent cross and I know what you're laughing at, Jordan. and I'll bring the comment up. No, it's Dino.
Something to get the comments, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, he actually ripped into probably not ripped into him, but I had a few words with Dorgu as well. So the communication on that left side I thought was really a lot better in that game. It was such a shame that, and we'll touch on the goals again, their goals again. Such a shame, just those lapses, like Euros lapses, man. Fuck. They are killers. They're so basic. Here's one, not showing him the line is just. And
but this is where we said
terrible.
this before. Like, it's also kind of difficult at the moment because we literally have no fit senior centre backs. Like,
Exactly.
literally zero. Like,
You just said the thing. that
Yor
I was-
has 2 years experience. Heaven has like 6 months of experience. Luke Shaw, aside from this season, has never really played centre back. Like, so in regard to like being
but
organized,
Yeah.
no.
on that
You can
Euro
see
one,
that.
though,
He has
yeah.
2 years. You need somebody there. You need like that leader to tell him
Yeah,
you
but-
need to go and do that.
in saying that though, Yoni, when the ball went out to their left winger, Rogers. Both, to be honest with you, both right backs had a shocker. Cash was, is it Cash for
Matty Cash.
Villa?
Yeah.
Matty Cash. It was horrible, man. Same with
Yeah.
Euro, both of them.
Yeah.
But on that first one, the ball was going out. The ball was going out, and he's managed to keep it in play. So he's had to dead set stop the ball before he had to make a move. Euro never got close enough for starters there. Then he's way on the wrong side. Like, I don't know what this is basic defending. Like, it's not like he ripped him to put him on that side.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Euro's decision to go on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
And then he's just gone. He's actually, once he saw him there, he actually faked a little bit. So he took him a little bit further. And then he's just seen the space. And that's where Nick was saying about Ugarte, who never came. And he's just like, fuck, I can't believe this. And he had that much room in that area to set it up and just pick his spot.
I
And,
agree.
like,
I agree.
like that is just-
But I definitely agree. But what I would, my point is, imagine if it was playing that with Rio. Rio would actually be yelling at him as that move is happening, telling him, "You need to do that. You need to do that. Make sure you cover him there." Like, and I don't think he would have had anyone in that game because no one has that seniority to do it.
Yeah, I don't think he
But
did. But
like, it is his mistake. But I think somebody like if he had a senior
Yes.
defender with
I
him,
think
he'd be trying to like mitigate that mistake.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I think Delete would have made a difference there because, like, just like Yoni said, like you need someone like a senior figure or like an experienced defender who can yell at the guy. Okay, he's coming in like last 2 years in United shirt and fabric. Last year it was a horrible season for him because he was injured. If I'm not wrong, last year this year of the first season, I'm not sure when he was injured. He had missed a lot of games.
Pre-season.
But knowing the fact, whenever Euro has played in this season, initial couple of games, he has been exceptionally good when playing with Delete, side by, or someone like Harry Maguire, who is a leader by mentality. Like just like Yoni said, someone he can like for example, Adam, like the first goal was Euro's mistake, like everyone said, like he could have closed down. That same point, a central figure or like a senior figure would have told him like you should not do that again, and he would have known that, and probably we would have stopped conceding that second goal, like
Yeah,
just like
that's
Yeah.
especially stop the second one.
I agree with that, but from like just being a defender myself, like before you go out and play a game, you know the strengths and the weaknesses of the player you're versing, right? And especially with the technology and the what's given to the players these days. So you're going to tell me when Morgan Rogers gets the ball on the wing, he's not going to cut in and shoot with his stronger right foot. Just stand on his right foot side, mate. They've got Ollie Watkins in the box.
You know what they
He's
should
not
have done?
great in the air.
You watched the Chelsea
Yeah.
Newcastle game. Should have just like barged into him the way
Oh,
Chelsea. Oh my
how was
God.
that not a penalty?
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah, but you know what?
but you never know, right?
I think Euro. I'll read Robbie's comment first.
Euro. Dean's making it. Euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
we tell Adam this every pod.
Zorro.
Whatever. I'll read Robbie's comment.
Read Dean's comment.
Mate, Zeno's a joke. I asked him to come on today. He goes, "Oh, I'm working today. I can't come on." And now he's in the comments.
He's full of it, mate. Sesko needs a senior striker to yell at him. Sign Chris Wood.
I'm going to read Robbie's comment. Should have known what players does to shoot and not bring him inside. Worst case, make the foul on the sideline. If he knows he's one-on-one with no cover, especially against the most informed winger at the moment. That, I think when Euro saw him keep the ball, because when the switch came across, he was so wide and Euro was still inside. And he's gone, ball's going out. So he was struggling to get there in the first place. And then he's seen him keep the ball in. And he's like, fuck, I've got to get there. So he's moving that quick to get there. Then he's just faked a little bit, come inside. Too late. He's got his feet caught up. And then he's just obviously just
Should've
put it
just
into the back of the net. I think he was running too quick to even think of that, because all he was thinking about was, I don't even know what he was thinking, to be honest with
He's
you.
probably thinking, fuck, he kicked it in. Fuck.
Yeah, so that was he's gone. I think that was his first thing was, fuck, he's kept that in, and I'm nowhere near him. And then, anyways, it happens. And
But
the part that annoys me.
But I have an unpopular opinion for everyone. Like, we have been talking about Adam Wharton, Baleba, a lot of midfielders like probably coming in the next season. Have anyone given a thought about Bruno Guimaraes?
Oh, mate, it'd be a dream. A dream. What a midfielder.
I wanted him when he played for Lyon, mate, before he even came to the Premier League. That's how long I've known of him for.
But can you imagine a Bruno and Bruno? The memes we could have had if our midfield was Bruno and Bruno. Oh,
Bruno squared.
Yeah.
Bruno is going. Fernandes is going next season for sure.
I would have got a Bruno 2, like back of the shirt. Just Bruno and then a little 2 at top of it. Oh my God.
Well,
Bruno squared.
Yeah, that's what Paul was saying. Yeah.
But I don't think so. Bruno Fernandes
Here
will be
first.
going when we have Guimaraes.
Well,
That's my-
imagine you have Newcastle's main 2 midfielders, and you had Bruno Guimaraes, and then you had Sandro Tonali together in this system. Tonali just runs like a dog, man. He was so good at Milan before he got all those issues when he came over to play for Newcastle for betting and shit. He wasn't the actual Scudetto, and then he left.
Yeah.
I've got a question here from Dan. He sent through a couple of questions, which we'll go through a bit later. But I've got one here. Where is it? Could this injury be the beginning of the end for Bruno? Hamstrings, man, they're fucking not good, man. Hamstrings,
Do we know how bad it is?
They said
About an
soft
hour
tissue.
ago, and Telegraph said that he would be out for a month. Whether it's true or not.
Yeah, he'll be out for a month with it's something completely different. But Sydney FC rushed back one of their players on the weekend, Joe Lowley, and within 7 minutes about being on into his hamstring again.
You know what's funny? I read somebody said this or whatever, and they were like, the funny thing about Bruno getting injured that game, he probably doesn't even know what a muscle injury feels like because he never gets injured. That's why he was able to continue, because it was like, oh, whatever. He's only missed 3 games out of injury in the entire 6 years with us, which is pretty.
That's incredible, man.
Johnny, I couldn't believe when he reached 300 games.
Yeah.
300 games in that time. That was crazy when that happened.
It's really. So I think I told you in the last 3 seasons, no outfield player in the world has played more games or more minutes, I don't remember, than Bruno.
Obviously. Yeah, right. See, didn't Bruno's probably going to have more games than Luke Shaw while you lose fucking season?
Yeah, it was more than Luke Shaw.
He probably already does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been there half the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
it's kind of weird, like how it happened. Like the moment where he obviously felt the injury, the game stopped, and he sort of stood there and didn't really know what to do. And then the play sort of carried on, and then he kind of limped around a bit. And then he seemed to be okay. He seemed to be saying, "I'm fine." And then obviously, he went off. But yeah, maybe that is the case. He was like, I don't know what this is. Is it an injury? Is it? I've never had this before. Or maybe I should think of going off. But you've seen so many players over the years have that kind of reaction where they've gone, oh, something's gone here, and the players just stopped and they just walked straight off. And yeah, he didn't. So yeah, it was all a little bit weird. You thought you might hang on till half time and see how it was, but that wasn't necessarily how it went. It was all a bit strange.
The part that got me was he wanted to take that free kick, and he did take the free kick. There was a free kick not long after it.
Because then we got a corner too, and he was like, I can't take the corner.
And he took but he did take a corner as well.
Yeah, he did, but there's another one that popped up, and he looked, I think it was Mason Mount, and he goes, oh, no, you take it. And I'm thinking, mate, your hamstring is so fucking important. If you tear that, man, just fucking go off.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out, Dean made a comment here about Joe Lolly getting injured, saying he's old and he's done. Mate, he's the best player in Australia at the moment, so back the fuck off.
He's written there too, Jordan, get over it. Old lollipop is done.
He's never done, mate. It's a shame he's got no ground to play on, though, because the FC can't sort their fucking field out. Anyway.
For mine, answering that question on Bruno, look, I think he's going to be a big loss for us, but in saying that, I think it's going to give other players a chance to prove himself. We've already seen Martinez come in and make a big difference, and it'll be interesting this weekend against Newcastle. 4 weeks for a soft tissue. I reckon that's minimum. Hamstring at his age is like a calf, and mate,
he's back in February.
They constantly go. But knowing Ruben, 2 seconds, Nick. Knowing Ruben Amarin, he won't want to rush him back. But if our results keep going the same way, we're only 2 wins out of 8. 2 wins out of 8. The rest have been draws and a couple of losses. So look, the pressure is building big time. I think, I'm not saying Amarin's going to get the sack or anything like that, but 2 wins in 8 is sort of pushing boundaries big time. So, Nick?
Yeah. I was about to say comment on the same thing that you were saying, that Bruno's loss would be a crucial. It's like a turning point in United's midfield shuffle. But do you think, like, considering Bruno's injury, can we be able to see Kobe coming in, considering what has all happened around Kobe's brother posting that picture of him? I know I've seen Ruben's press conference where he said he did support Kobe quite a little bit. But do you think that if we have Kobe, do you still prefer playing Lisandro and Casemiro up there, or do you see Kobe coming into that picture?
I think Martinez earned his right to play. I think his performance in that game gave him the right to start the next game in that position. Because I think what he did in that half was more than what Kobe's done when he's come on the field. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like he gave more to the team than what Manu's given. And as much as Manu has had a great run of games and stuff, but I can't stand what his brother did. And I will not believe anyone when they say that Kobe had no idea that his brother was going to do that. Because you're telling me that his brother has not said to him, I'm wearing this shirt that's going to have a chance of ruining your career at a football club? You're kidding me.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what was happening.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
both
Obviously,
buckle together.
I do support that, but I think that would certainly deteriorate the relationship that is left
Yeah.
between him and my.
It's stupid. Like free Kobe Mania from. Mate, he's obviously not playing good enough to get in the starting 11 at the moment. That's
Aren't we seeing the same pattern, Jordan? Like Garnacho doing the same thing. Now we didn't expect Kobe to be that guy, and I've seen Roy Keane saying that like he should have some patience. I know that the time
learn your trade from the bench.
Exactly.
I agree. I don't like when people's family members. Sorry, keep going. I just don't like when people's family members come involved and wear shirts or hold signs up and stuff. It's got nothing to do with you, mate. Your brother plays for Manchester United, not you. Let him do his job.
That thing happened with Pogba as well, if you remember.
Didn't Pogba's brother start wearing shirts or doing something as well? I can't remember.
That's what I mean.
Sending him drugs. I can't remember what it was, but he was certainly in there. But I think the thing that's coming up, which is probably disappointing for Kobe, is that the Christmas New Year period. There's games all over the place. The FA Cup third round kicks in. There's probably before I don't know what the number is, but before the end of January when Bruno's back, there's probably 7, 8, maybe even 10 games between now and then. So he's going to get he would get his chance, and by this happening, it's probably just put that little extra seed of doubt in Amorim's head, where he would have said, I can throw Kobe in for this, but he's now thinking, well, do I give someone else a chance? Yeah. So, and obviously we don't know what this injury is that he's got either, whether it is an injury, whether it's just he was pulled out because of that incident. Who knows? But it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
Friggin' Dino, he's on fire. I'm sure he's been drinking today. He goes, I would love to see a brother have a sign saying, "Can I have your shirt?"
What about his one above it? Free Jordan from Sydney FC.
I've got a question here from Robbie. I wish he'd come over to YouTube. That way I can put him up. Will Yoro start? Does that affect Martinez to drop back? Any centre-backs back from injury? I would think DeLitt might be back. I don't know. I'd say DeLitt would be back.
No idea.
You're best buddies, are you? Give him a call.
No.
Yeah.
Give him a call.
I want to answer this.
He's
Get him on the pod.
He's over here. He's over here next week or tomorrow to drop my Christmas present off. So he won't be.
Suppose you're there for Christmas lunch.
And you'll certainly have a sore back after that. I saw in the Manchester Evening News. I thought they were saying that he would be back for early, the first fixtures of the new year. So I think he's probably out. But you never know. Really? Sometimes they do it, and they surprise you by throwing them in. And backs are funny things, right? It feels fine, and then you rush it, and then you're out for another month. So it's probably with those and hamstrings are probably the two that if you go with a hamstring too early, then you pull it again, and then you're out for longer. So I don't know, but I certainly read that a week or so ago that he was out for probably until the new year.
I think it'll be the same back three. I don't think that changes.
Yeah, he's got Fredrickson as well. Fredrickson's even younger than the rest. Fredrickson, he came in the last season.
I don't know if he'll play him against Newcastle, at least not start him up against Newcastle, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. So in terms of experience, the most experienced ones he's got are the ones that he was playing, really. So, you probably wouldn't want to throw a junior in because it could destroy them.
What we need is a Johnny Evans to just rock up back for 1 game, 2 games, maybe.
Do a Paul Scholes.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Oh,
he's already done it in a way, He's come back.
Yeah, he's already done it. Yeah, he played a whole season.
When he come back, and I remember watching the game. It was during that season, and he just rolled the ball out on his left foot and just pinged it over the defense, and we scored. It was a little chip ball. I remember thinking, "Holy fuck, Johnny Evans! Where's this come from? Left foot, it was like a Pirlo pass, man. Just dinked it perfectly. It was about a 30-yard pass, just in behind.
I got Robbie goes. Phil Jones is available. He's too busy. He's too busy enjoying golf at the moment, buddy. He goes to.
He's always on MUTV. He's always hanging around. So
Yeah.
he's got his boots in the bag in the car. I'm sure he could pop out and grab them.
He said John O'Shea. John O'Shea's around Old Trafford a lot lately too. He does a lot of the pre-game stuff. So
well, pre-game on MUTV, it's often it's Wes Brown as well. Wes Brown, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it. Wes Brown's there as well.
I mean, it can't do any worse, right?
No. I'm sure.
Dino's got. Do we think Kobe Mainu is injured? No, I do not think he's injured.
It's identical to what happened with Garnacho, isn't it?
Yeah. He's not injured, and I like Ruben being diplomatic about it. Kobe deserves to be, and it's pissed me off because the two players I really did enjoy is Kobe and Garnacho, and it's just from now on I'm not buying. What worries me is I'm now into. Can't wait till Jack Fletcher gets a card and Shea Lacey, and it's just every time I get into a player when I'm collecting, it just goes bad these days.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing. I think I've got a bunch of Garnacho cards that are deteriorated, and I've got a couple of Mainu signed cards as well. I suspect that they may not be quite as attractive as they were before as well. So.
You know what I'm going to do, Paul? When Chelsea come out here, and if Garnacho's here, I'm going to put him to the test because he pissed me off that much in Malaysia, right? I'm going to take a whole heap of United cards, and I'm going to see if he signs them. I'm going to put it on him big time.
He claims to be a red, doesn't he? So
yeah, you want to go around throwing the bird at United fans? Well, mate, I'll have some cards there, and you better be signing them. Otherwise, you're going to know about it. I'll get some revenge. Seriously.
Interesting. I'll come down with a camera. I'll get some pictures of the.
Yeah, come down. We'll see if we can get him to say a
goes.
few things. We'll see if we can get him to say a few things other than give people the
I'll
bird.
bring my little kids so he can be mean to them and we can record it.
Yeah.
Sacrificing kids for us, Johnny. I love it.
Don't worry,
All
you
right.
can do the same. You'll have one by then.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I'll sacrifice it for the pod.
Perfect opportunity to get something signed. To use the kid.
Mine will be about 6 weeks old.
Yeah.
Come on, he wants your autograph.
Sign his forehead.
Do you know I had some amazing Greenwood cards? I've still got some good Greenwood cards. They seem to be going up in value now. I had a guy the other day message me privately, and he was asking if I wanted to sell what I had in Greenwood. So the people are starting to think about him again. Don't worry about them. So
I wouldn't be totally surprised if he didn't end up back at United at some stage, but it wouldn't completely surprise me.
Greenwood.
I don't see it happening. Just for the
No comments, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
I would love to
I
have
don't see him coming back to the Premier League even, just because I don't think the media would have it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the key is if he gets back in the England squad, if an England manager is strong enough to say this is the best forward in that position that we have, he's playing, back him.
Exactly.
And then he's in there, he does well, then I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't some.
I don't even see him going to the England squad. I just don't see it happening. Like
Johnny, let me say one thing. If he gets selected for England and he starts and he scores a couple of bangers, England will love him again.
But he's not going to ever be selected. That's kind of the point. That's why he's even looking at going to a different country.
Jamaica.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
but
it's never happened.
he had a chance to be selected for Jamaica and he turned it down. So
yeah, but it's not
did
going
have
to
that
happen
chance.
in England. Like it'll just not happen because of the PR issue with it. Like it's a guarantee.
Exactly,
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
The crazy
but
thing is, though,
he needs a strong manager who's
Yeah.
going to say, "I don't give a toss about all that."
If anyone was going to do
play
it,
him.
I think Tuchel would have been the one, and Tuchel didn't do it. So,
Not yet.
and this is like it would have been like timing wise, he could have said, "Oh, look at his form, like he's killing it, he's leading the league on or whatever," and he still didn't do it. So I just don't see it ever happening.
Crazy thing is, though, he is by far the best English right winger in the world.
Yeah, he's better than
by,
Saka.
by, by a
Like-
mile too.
The part that gets me mostly about it is he was a striker. He was a striker, and he got pushed out to the right wing when he was at United. You know.
Yeah, but
And-
he's so
But
good off
it
the
was
right
done so
cutting
he would
in.
learn from
Oh,
Cavani.
mate,
Like,
Jordan,
that
he's
was the
so
main reason.
good. He's that good.
Like his like shot was like something like you'd see from a Robin van Persie type of like.
Yeah.
It was just
He just shoot up the
ridiculous.
half step kind of thing, or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
there's like no
yeah.
backlift, but he just drilled it.
The one that gets me, Jordan, that he does so well is that near post goal.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
keeper will be there on the
Yes.
near post.
But
That's
he hits
what-
it
that's-
so hard near post.
I've
too.
never ever seen
Yeah.
anyone hit the near posts the way he does, and that's I cannot remember a striker that you usually get the keeper. He's out a little bit further, and you can hit the near post, but he'll beat the keeper when the keeper's one step inside that near post, because the keeper's always looking for the other side when he comes in, and his pass accuracy must be. I'd love to see a stat, Yoni, if you can find it, on his pass accuracy. I reckon it's very rare he would miss a pass, because if he can hit a goal, shoot a goal on that near post with the keeper being that close, not only that, he's got that one high into the net as well. Not into the high of the back of the net, he's got it into the roof of the net. That one there. It's oh,
Can you imagine
Anyway.
if we
He's
would
only
have
at 81%. Just
81. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
If we would have
Mate,
Greenwood
he's
right now, we would have saved a lot of money on Anthony and Sancho, by the way. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? Like
I think
Yeah.
we
approximately
still bought
200
Sancho while we had
No.
Anthony, didn't we? Oh, sorry, while we
No,
had Greenwood. No?
But then we would
Sorry?
have options on that. We wouldn't have gone that insane, because we were chasing Sancho for a year or a year and a half.
Yeah, but because we thought Greenwood was going to play up front, like that was the, like we were
No.
thinking,
Yeah.
it was weird. And Sancho was meant to play on the left, but
On
like sorry,
the right.
we wanted him for the right, but he wanted to play on the left. But then Rashford wanted to play on the left, and there was
yeah, it
shenanigans.
just became a mess.
Mm.
Anyway, let's move into my favorite segment. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Show and tell, boys. Show and tell. I've got some Christmas presents coming after this pod, so I have been told that I've got to get into Chris Kindle after this show. But we're going to show everyone not so much what we've bought ourselves for Christmas. Maybe Yoni has, because I had to race out and go get a mobile phone yesterday because my dog decided to pull me into a wall and I smashed my screen. So my birthday present went to a new mobile phone yesterday. Birthday present, Christmas present went to a mobile phone. But we've got some items. Paul and I had a bit of a discussion, and we're trying to get a few items around the Christmas period. And I've asked Paul, especially, to come out with one of his unreal stories when he went and watched United play. So I'm going to throw it to Paul. Take it away,
Well,
buddy.
I've got a couple of pieces here that I can show you, and I'll come to those in a second. But first up, and I'll race through these as quickly as possible. The first one, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had the pleasure of standing on the Stretford end on a Boxing Day, yeah. So we can probably rename the segment "Show and Smell." Because you often you'd be packed in shoulder to shoulder with I don't know 10, 12,000 others, and you'd hear a groan come from the left side or the right side or somewhere where somebody had let rip with something, and you had no chance of going anywhere. You were literally you were stuck, and then the stench wafted over, and yeah, it was by the end of the afternoon it was pretty rank in there, and definitely show and smell, because you had no end of grim smells, and turkey farts and Sprite farts and beer and all sorts of other stuff, and it was pretty grim. So anybody who's ever stood on the Stretford end on a Boxing Day and experienced that, there's nothing quite like it, and when you can't go anywhere, it's even worse. But anyway, I'll pass on from those. These are a couple of things that have been in my collection for a long time. I'll actually move Santa out of the way. These are Christmas themed. These are actually Christmas cards that United used to send out back in the 80s and 90s to fans. This one is from probably the late 80s. They've got a squad picture inside, and then lots of they're not original autographs, obviously, they're just printed, but it's quite a nice touch from the club back in the 80s. I don't think they'd be doing it these days, but it's a source of reference when Adam sends me a note saying, can you tell me whose autograph this one is? This one is, when we were talking about this kind of thing off air, this one is a program, and I believe, Adam, you may know more about this. This is a program from the Christmas Day match in 1957. So 25th of December 1957, United played Luton at home. So Old Trafford was open on Christmas Day. The crowd, I believe, was somewhere around the 40,000 mark. United won 3-0. They beat Luton 3-0. I think again, Adam, you might be able to verify that this was the last home goal that Duncan Edwards ever scored for United on Christmas Day. So they beat Luton Town, and then on Boxing Day they had another game against Luton Town in Luton. So after they played this on Christmas Day, they then had to travel to Luton, and they drew 2-2 on Boxing Day. So literally within 24 hours, they played at home, and then they'd headed down Luton Way, which is a good 3-hour, probably in those days, probably a 4 or 5 hour trip. And a 2-2 draw down there. So I think we were talking before about a Burnley turnaround in the 60s where they won on Boxing Day and then lost 6-1, then lost the next day or something like that. So, but imagine these days if on Christmas Day you had your Christmas lunch and then said to the wife, right, I'm off to the match, and disappeared out. Obviously in those days there was no TV. It was a very, very different world back in the 50s, but still quite a thing that they were actually playing games on Christmas Day until then. This one is a bit nearer to today. 1992 Boxing Day, United played Sheffield Wednesday. I would say it's probably one of the best games I've ever been to in terms of chances and everything else. I mean, even Adam might have enjoyed it. United didn't win, but Adam would have come away and that was a game of football. I think I don't know the exact times, but probably after half an hour, United were 3-0 down. They could have been 5-3 up. They could have probably been 8-3 up. There were chances at both ends. It just went crazy. United ended up coming back. They got a 3-3 draw. They probably should have won it. But that's the program from that game, and there's my match ticket from the seat
awesome.
behind. Which
Sheffield Wednesday going into administration now.
I think they have actually, or they're close to it.
Yeah.
But I know United are still paying Harry a massive salary, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
but if anyone gets a chance, if anyone gets a chance, check out that game on YouTube, because the chances, the goals, and just the atmosphere and everything else about it were sensational. It's one of the best games I've ever been to.
What shirt were you wearing? We might try and pick you out in the crowd.
We were up on the top tier behind the goal at Leffins Lane end. I was a lot slimmer then, I probably would have had a red shirt on, but it would have been shielded by a very, very, very warm coat because it was bloody freezing.
Yeah, I bet.
So, but no, great memories. But certainly, if anyone experiences a turkey fart over Christmas, then imagine that 10,000-fold on the Stretford end when you can't move anywhere and get away from it, and the noises and the groans of pain as they just wafted around and did the lap of honour and came back. So. Anyway,
nice.
That's awesome.
You mentioned Sheffield Wednesday was against United, right? 92.
Yes, Boxing Day 92.
Can I interject here? Just to touch on Boxing Day. So I went to a Boxing Day game 12 years ago, maybe, or 2012, 13 years ago, which was a Newcastle game, and we won that one. Let's win this one as well. But it's weird to me that somehow, if you have a look at the last 12 years, we've actually faced Newcastle, I think 5 times, including this year, in the Boxing Day or New Year's.
Really?
I don't know how it happens. 3 of these times were Boxing Day. Like the one I went to, the one coming up, and there was another one. And then there was one on like the 29th and one on the 1st. Like, I don't know how it keeps happening. And they weren't even in the league for like 5 of those years.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just
Yeah,
so
they
weird.
used to, the fixtures used to be not rigged, but set that you'd play like local teams on public holidays. So Easter Monday,
Right.
United often
And it's
played
close
Is that
Liverpool.
just for travel purposes for the players?
Of players and fans, really, because it's very, very difficult. All the public transport closes down on those
Yeah.
periods. So for fans to get from, say, Manchester to Southampton for a Boxing Day game is virtually impossible. So they would always play them. United would traditionally play Liverpool, or they'd play, as Adam was talking about, Burnley. But they kind of scrapped it maybe probably 10, 15 years ago. And so you can get these games that take you a bit further afield. But it's probably a bit of just a fluke that they have pulled Newcastle so many times. But the one you're talking about, is that the last minute Martin
Chicharito goal, the
Chicharito
4-3.
winner?
Yeah, I was in that game. It was
Okay.
Yeah, amazing. Johnny Evans scored.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
Bring
I
it
was
back.
actually in England for that. I think they played West Brom a couple of days later. I went to the West Brom game at home. I think maybe Van Persie scored late on in that one. But I had the choice of the two, and I chose the West Brom one, and I should have gone for the Newcastle one.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, indeed. The best games always are.
Yeah. And
Again,
Adam doesn't like that.
I've enjoyed it.
Adam prefers us not to have roller coasters and just on its own.
No, that was Jordan. That was Jordan that said that.
Sorry, that was Jordan. Yeah, Jordan, you would have hated that game. Oh, shit, winning.
Why did you throw me under the
was
bus like
Jordan.
that, Adam? We're going for you first. Don't put me into this.
You'll regret saying that, Jordan. Even when you were saying it, I'm thinking, I don't know if he realizes he'll probably regret saying that.
100% I already regret it.
Yeah. I'll bring mine up as Paul was saying. My one is I've got the program there. Yeah, that's the right way up. So this was George Best's first goal. This was on 28th of December 1963. And the funny thing about this game was on the 26th of December 1963, so Boxing Day, Manchester United actually lost away to Burnley 6-1. And then on the 28th of December 1963, Manchester United played at home against Burnley, and they won the game 5-1. And David Hurd scored 2. George Best scored his first goal for Manchester United, and Graham Moore scored 2. So that's my one. And
awesome.
a little bit of a something about this program too. I actually took this program up to my framer, and he's right into programs, not Manchester United programs, but printing them and stuff like that. And he was saying how they got the front cover red and black on the team photo was they actually colour in the photo by hand. They actually colour it in, and then they print them off like that.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, so they actually colour them in by hand first of all, and then they print them all off. So very interesting program from 1963. And as I was saying to Paul, imagine the teams playing 2 games in 2 days. It just wouldn't happen these days.
Nah,
So-
never. Really too many complaints about it.
And that's a young George from 1963. I think he was like 18 or 19 years old. So very good. Manchester United legend. Has anyone else got anything for Christmas?
I've got a George Best thing. I'll show.
Yeah, bring it up.
Let me share my screen. And this one, I guess. Let me know when you can see it.
No,
See
I
ya.
can't see it.
At the stage.
Oh, there you go. That's what I got.
Oh,
So that it was last week, mind you, but I got a 1956 reddish George Best, which is card I've wanted for a while. So that was nice. I know Adam.
you're gonna get that shipped back over, or are you gonna keep it in the vault for a bit?
At some point, I'm gonna bring my cards here. I'm just trying to figure out the best way. It'd be nice if Paul had a USA address, but you know,
Come on, Paul.
yeah. I blame Paul.
Do Canada.
Yeah.
Is Canada all right?
Maybe.
No, they're getting taxed higher than anyone.
Yeah.
I'll be having a look and I'll let you know. And and then this John Connolly as well.
You know,
Paul, you
now you need just the poor Bobby Charlton one.
Yeah, the Charlton one.
And
It
you'll
wasn't
have
on
three.
sale when I got these two, but at least
Yeah.
I'm
I
quite
need
happy.
the George Best one. I don't know. Have you got those ones, Paul? No,
I haven't got
probably.
the George Best ones. I've certainly got a couple of that look like that are other players. I'm not sure which ones they are. I'll check it out. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I need the George Best one. So if you accidentally come across a couple of those,
Oh,
you know,
if it falls into my lap, Adam, I'll give you a call.
Adam, next time I see one, I can share with you.
I'm going up to Paul's place before I go up to Queensland, so I'm going to ransack his house.
Well, I was going to go to Queensland, but because of all the storms happening over the next 5 days, I'm not going to go anymore.
Okay. All right. That's our Christmas special, everyone. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I want to thank everyone for coming on the pod. Thank you to all our special guests from overseas and everything like that. I want to wish Wazza the best of luck, our young mate from Mongolia. He's on his travels across from Perth to Adelaide at the moment, riding his bike. If anyone's not following him, go and follow his mission to get there, because at the moment it's not looking good for him at the moment, and that's not to be disrespectful to him. The heat that he's enduring from Perth to Adelaide is like next level. It's next level. The poor guy, he's already had a bleeding nose. If you have a look at his post and stuff like that, and he's got, if anyone doesn't know, he's got no crew with him either. So you can follow his trail via satellite and stuff like that. So it's a little concerning because look, best of luck to him, because I tell you what, in my opinion, if he makes it, it's a fucking miracle. Honestly, you're not talking about cold weather, cool weather. It's not easy traveling across Australia. So probably the reason why you haven't heard many people doing it. So
put it this way, I wouldn't even drive across Australia, let alone fucking ride a bike.
Well, I did, when he asked me, is there any advice I could give him? He did ask me for some advice going, is there any hills and everything like that? And I said, mate, your biggest problem is going to be the heat, man. The heat's going to kill you.
So he asked you for advice. I would have told him buy a plane ticket.
That's what I did. I said drive. I said I can't give the only bit of advice is just be careful, because
you got to, especially with the heat out there, man.
It's so dangerous, man. So, anyways, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you again. I'll talk to you later. See you later.
Merry Christmas all.
Merry Christmas.